Hello and welcome to Season 3 of the Minecraft Archive. I'm Jared3118 and this is episode 21. And in this episode, we are going to continue our journey that we started in the last episode. All I did off camera was I just kind of rearranged the house a little bit, moved the crafting table into the ground, moved the furnace over there, gave the floor wooden planks. Whoa, being attacked by a spider. Good morning. Oh, that was pretty sweet. Knockback for the win. And then I also just kind of went around the house out here and those gaps where there was no dirt. I put some dirt so it looks like the house is being supported. And the kitty's still outside. He's meowing. He's a cute little kitty. But it's time to move on. We're going to leave the jungle. We're going to continue heading in this direction. And hopefully in this episode cover a little bit more ground than the last episode. So I just slept in a bed, so it's a fresh new day. Let's go ahead and go in this direction. I want to say it's north, but I think the clouds always travel north, so I believe we're actually headed south. And here we got a pretty cool landmass over here. Let's see if we can get a closer look at that. Yeah, that's pretty neat. What do we got down here? And I'm curious to see if that is actually an extreme hills biome, because if it is, this might be the spot where I finally find some emerald ore. Emerald ore can only be found in extreme hills and edge of extreme hills. I would assume that this is an extreme hills biome. And I don't know if that's a lighting bug. I don't recall seeing it get that dark, if that's a bug with 1.3. Looks pretty cool. I bet monsters can probably spawn in there. And looks like we still have some chunks loading over here. That looks pretty cool with the water floating up there. And wow. I think this might be the whole thing with 1.3 where you're actually kind of running a server on your local machine. Wow, it's taking a lot longer to load than normal. Hopefully they kind of get that figured out. But let's go ahead and hit F3 here. And yes, I am in an extreme hills biome. Now, I'm not going to do any searching for emerald ore in this episode because it is very rare. It's as rare as diamonds, so it can take quite a while to find it. And I don't want to spend the whole episode doing that. So let's go ahead and keep going in the direction that we started. But it's nice to know that I have found some extreme hills, and I will head there off camera, go digging, and see if I can finally find some emerald ore. It's kind of interesting to look down there through the world as it's loading. And one other thing that they added in the 1.3 update is these new temples. They are found in jungle biomes and desert biomes. And they look pretty cool. They've got some like traps inside of them. And if you go into these temples, I guess you can actually find some pretty good loot in chests and such. And one of the other things they did in 1.3 is they made some changes to the way enchanting works. Oh, yes, a village. A village. This is the other. We have been very lucky on this journey. Our list of things to find was a jungle. We did that in the last episode. Then we wanted to find some extreme hills so we could look for some emerald ore. We just did that. And the other two things were to find a village so we could do some trading. Here we go, a village. And the last thing is to find a mushroom biome, but those are so extremely rare. I am not going to continue searching for one in this episode. I'm very content with what we have found. And now, of course, you can trade. So here I can go up to this guy, and he says he wants 14 pieces of wool and he will give me emerald. Now, that is missing right there. Again, I need to update my texture pack. I started recording this video shortly after the last one. Didn't have time to update my texture pack, so I'm still meaning to do that. But just pretend there's a little green emerald right there. This guy also. Let's see, brown robes. There's different types of villagers that trade different kinds of things. Oh, I thought I had them all memorized, but apparently not. I can't remember what the brown robes are. I know if you find one with a black apron, that would be the blacksmith. I believe there's a white robe, that would be a priest. Let's see if we can get in here. Alright, nobody in here. And what I will want to do is I want to make like a minecart rail system that travels from the tower. Whoa, you're overpriced, buddy. 21 pieces of wool for an emerald. I can go to this guy right over there, and he's only charging 16. Okay, this guy's got a white apron. That means he's a chef, I believe. And for 2 emerald, okay, this guy's actually selling. He is selling, if you had 2 emeralds, he would give you leather pants. Buddy, I will make my own leather pants. It is not that good of a deal. Here we go. I think this is like a doctor in a full white outfit. Ooh, interesting. He'll give you a bookshelf for 3 emeralds. I've got to get my hands on some emeralds. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and, well, let's peek in these buildings. Make sure there's nobody in here that we're missing. And I don't like how it generates like this, but it does happen from time to time where you can't reach the doorway. Is there anybody in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. I was hoping to see an iron golem while we were here. Sometimes they're defending the place. Oop, don't want to shoot him. Okay, yeah, I think we've pretty much seen everybody. Let's go up here, see what the view's like. Okay, so over there's the extreme hills. We got swamps over there. Looks just like some regular biomes. I see some pumpkins. But yeah, I think I'll actually go ahead and let me go look for some sheep. I will do that. Oh, hey, purple robe. This would be a priest. I think I might have said that. A white robe would be a doctor. Purple robe is a priest. He's selling, or he will give you redstone if you have emeralds. But I would like to get my hands on a few emeralds before I leave this village. So let me find some sheep off camera. I'm going to have to make some shears, which no problem. I've got enough iron here. Oh, what can I get rid of? Let's see. You know what? I'm going to ditch this gunpowder. I can always get some at my monster trap later. Alright, I think I've said it now 3 times. I apologize. But I'm going to look for some sheep off camera, shear them, and then we will come back and we'll wheel and deal with the villagers. Be right back. Okay, I found a nice herd of sheep not too far away from the village. So let's go ahead and get a few more pieces of wool. I'm up to 43, but I'd like to get as close to a stack of 64 as possible. Get as many emeralds as we can. And my plan is to build like probably an underground minecart rail system that'll just travel in a straight line from the tower to this village. So I'll have to do a little bit of tunneling. Shouldn't be too bad. Use some powered rails and just power that thing from the tower all the way there. And then I can quickly go to the village and do some trading. And if I see that I need a certain resource to be able to trade with the villagers to get some emeralds, I can go back to the tower and get whatever I need out of storage. I know you can trade quite a few things with them. Coal, we saw wool. I can't remember it all, but there's quite a big list. So I'm looking forward to doing this trading. It might be a nice way to gain resources, you know, without having to do a lot of mining and all that. I saw that you can trade for like diamond swords and diamond pickaxes, so that'd be really nice to be able to do. Alright, hey, we've got a full 64 stack of wool. Let's go ahead and get the last bit of this, and let's see what we can get out of some trading. Alright, so the village is just over these hills here. I'm unable to sprint because I'm hungry, so let's go ahead and eat. And there we go. Now we can sprint again. And one of these days I'll have to find a mushroom biome. I don't know if there's any good way of locating one other than just walking around, but I have heard of players walking around for literally hours trying to find one. And right now there's not a huge advantage to finding them. I mean, just basically a lot of extra mushrooms from the cows, and I don't know if mycelium really serves any purpose other than aesthetics. Alright, so this guy for 16 white wool will give me emeralds, but this guy, he's got a better deal. So I'm not sure why there's 2 slots here. Interesting. Alright, oh, also, I updated my texture pack while I was off camera, so now you can see the icons are there. Alright, so I think I click on it here. So there's 4 emeralds. Oh, look at that, perfect. 5 emeralds. And let's see if we can wheel and deal with anybody, get anything out of these emeralds. That, sir, does not seem to be a very good deal. For only 3 redstone for an emerald. I'm already wearing leather pants, so that deal's no good. A bookshelf, that's kind of lame. Well, I could just steal one from your house. No need to trade. I guess I would need a silk touch enchanted pickaxe to really steal them, but I could at least break them down and get the books from their bookshelves, and they'd never know. They are clueless villagers. Gravel has a new look now in this 1.3 texture. I don't know if there's really anyone else to trade with. I think this is... Whoa, geez, 21 pieces of white wool. That's a horrible deal. I think they will refresh every once in a while and have better deals. Right now, they just don't have very good deals, so I don't think we're going to be able to trade these emeralds for anything during this episode. But I'm happy to have found a village. And to make a few trades, get some emeralds. Alright, so it looks like the sun is setting, so we're probably going to call this journey to an end. And it was pretty productive, being able to find the jungle biome, tame an ocelot, get some jungle wood and some saplings. We've got some cocoa beans, and now that I have updated my texture pack, I can actually see what they look like on the side of trees. I'm going to go ahead and steal these pumpkins. I'm not really stealing them because nobody owns them. Cow, you're on my last nerve. Run before I hit you again. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. We found a village, traded for some emeralds, found some extreme hills so that I can do some mining off camera. The goal was to build 4 different mushroom houses, basically each one at the end of a day, but I didn't really need to do that, so we just have that one mushroom house that says day 1. And maybe we'll venture, farther out into the distance in later episodes, but this is far enough for now. And instead of building a mushroom house right here as my checkpoint, I just went ahead and, since no one was using this little building, I put a bed and a crafting table in here. So, alright, I'm going to conclude the episode, and we'll probably get back to working on some projects in the next couple episodes. We've got to build that volcano by the tower, and then I'm going to do probably 1 or 2 projects using colored wool. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed this journey, and I will see you later.